There's lots of legal toing and froing at the moment. It's still unclear if a by-election will be called. The vote would cost the City of Toronto $7 million, and Council could instead appoint a mayor to fill the job before the next vote in 2014. Well, last night's 3 federal by-elections did not alter the political landscape, but they did send a bit of a wake-up call to the 3 main parties. In Victoria, the NDP barely hung on to its seat. And in Calgary Centre, it was the closest the Conservatives have come to losing since that riding was created. In 2011, the Tories won almost 58% of the popular vote there. Last night, that was reduced to 37%. And in both Calgary and Victoria, it was the Green Party that came on strong. Shirley Engel reports.
It was a squeaker, but she pulled it off.
Conservative support in Calgary Centre remains strong and growing.
Well, not quite. The message from voters to newly elected MPs from Alberta and BC: don't take votes for granted.
We never take anything for granted. We knew this would be a tough fight.
While Conservative Erin O'Toole easily held on to Bev Oda's riding of Durham, Ontario, in Victoria, the NDP's Murray Rankin barely eked out a victory against the Green Party's Donald Galloway. And in Calgary, a Tory stronghold for 4 decades, Joan Crockett beat Harvey Locke by just a few percentage points, with Green Chris Turner snatching away some of the blue vote.
We knew very, very soon after we entered this race that we were going to be a serious contender.
Elizabeth May says the success of the Greens is a wake-up call for the other parties.
I think we've proven that the Green Party is not a small blip, or just that my seat is the only one we'll ever win.
While some say the drop in popular support should be a wake-up call for Stephen Harper and the Tories, others point out a divided opposition is its own worst enemy. Calgary, in particular, is a case study in vote splitting, says this expert.
2 strong environmental candidates basically canceled each other out.
So why not unite the left, as the right did to come to power? Joyce Murray entered the Liberal leadership race yesterday, proposing the opposition hold runoff nominations to choose a single candidate to topple the Tories in hotly contested ridings. But even she stopped short of proposing a merger.
It took a couple of elections for Conservatives to realize that indeed, especially in Ontario, they were losing many seats because of vote splitting between the Alliance and the Progressive Conservatives. So I think it will require at least another election for the left potentially to wake up to that reality.
Whether the opposition takes heed will have to wait until the next general election in 2015. Shirley Engel, Global News, Ottawa.